G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Man, it's been a long time since I've filmed. A lot's happened in a year. My truck has progressed a lot more and it's currently not running. So that brings me to an issue because next weekend we've got a big full drive event going on. The Tyre River Run. I'll insert a clip here from last year. So basically, there's two things I could do. I could either get the truck up and running, but it's probably not going to get the parts in time, or I could put together a whole new truck. So that's what we're going to try and do. We've got 7 days, it's Sunday afternoon now, and we have to have it going by Saturday night next weekend. So, I'm going to introduce you to the new truck build shortly. There's the list of everything we've got. I just need to pull it out into the yard and we'll get into it. So there we have it guys, this is the new toy. 7 days we've got to build this into a drivable, not has to be road legal fortunately, river truck. So basically we've got a short plan which I've wrote out in a book, and yeah, 6.5, 7 days to crank through this. So it's a facelift Disco 1, not that you'd know it. Basically Dad had it and he robbed all the bits off it, so I nagged him enough that he said, yeah, I can have it for the price of, well, I have to just replace a few things which he wants to hang on to. So it's missing a starter motor, well, so it's got his starter motor in it. It needs a couple of suspension parts robbed out of it, which he wants to keep, which we'll be replacing in the 7 days, along with the mods we're going to do on it. So, for the price of not much, we've got ourselves a Tyre River Run truck, and then who knows where it'll go from there. So it's all completely standard, apart from, you can see on this side it's had a very aggressive guard chop. That's a guard off a different truck that I was just playing around with ideas. It was already hacked up. So yeah, that's the only real mod. Not much of a mod, I might add. And it's also, as you can see, the front axle has no drive flanges on it, and that's because it's got no CVs or internals in the front. My normal truck, the one which you've seen on the channel before, I've blown 2 front CVs in over the last year, so we just robbed them out of that. So we also have to build up a front axle to stick in it, all in these 7 days. So we've got a big workload on our hands, so I guess the best thing we should do is get into it. Okay guys, we've got it inside the shed, ready to get going. This is Matt. He was on the last trip we did down the Tyre River Run last year. He's going to be helping out an awful lot, so big thanks to him. But anyway, we're going to get stripping it down before the build begins. So we're just doing a guard chop, copying the second one onto, well, the first one onto the second. Alright guys, unfortunately this back door is, the lock is all seized. We've already had to go for about an hour trying to get it loose previously. So unfortunately we're just going to have to cut it, so let's get into it. Well guys, after a lot of work, we managed to get the back door open, so time to start removing the back door. Oh, rusty, rusty. Alright guys, so making good progress, had dinner, back into it now. They're pulling the interior remains of the sound deadening and carpet out. I've just trimmed back this guard here, so cut down there and then with a hammer folded it over. Yeah, just making room for the 33s so that we don't have to put as much lift in it. Alright guys, so probably another 20 minutes of cranking. I've chopped the guard out proper, so I couldn't help but go and steal the bead-locked 33 Silverstone off the comp truck and stick it on this rig. So there we go, that's what it looks like. Pretty awesome. So bear in mind that the front axle needs replacing, so when that is done we're going to put extended bump stops in, which I've got lying around, and also some spring spacers which I made up years ago, so it'll be sitting 2 inches higher as well. Alrighty guys, well, door's off as you can see. It's coming along nicely. Pretty much stripped, there's just one more door to go. Alright, it looks good with those tyres. We're going to be getting grubby, that's for sure. We're eating it, but it'll be sweet. Anyway, back to it I guess. Alrighty guys, well it's about 9:30 almost now, come to the end of the day. We've got heaps of the list ticked off, way more than I thought we'd achieve, so I'm pretty stoked. Anyway, hit subscribe to stay tuned for more on the build of this, plus plenty of off-road adventures in this. Obviously there's the river run coming up, as well as plenty more videos with the other truck as well. That thing's a bit of a weapon, so maybe go watch some of those past videos if you got time. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next one. We'll be tackling a few more things on the list. Snorkel, new front diff, weld diff in the back hopefully. Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Right, see ya.